Thank you. Thank you, guys. I found it.
Thank you.
I found it.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so
I
much.
found it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I found it.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so
Found it.
much. Thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, welcome to Daily Divine Guidance. This is live, and normally when I first come on, there's a lot of people that rushes in, starts talking, fighting, arguing. Deep breath. Okay, so this is live. You can hear anything, you can see anything. Yeah, look, I'm visiting here. Okay, I was winding down, so excuse my look. But what I was saying is, I believe God brought me on to encourage some people that have run into some really hard times recently, and they should be encouraged because not only do they have special skills or certain things that they do and it runs in their family. I don't know if it's a gift or a trained attribute. Sometimes gifts, talents, whatever, you can sometimes train people to kind of go in your direction. However, whatever teach others to do it. It's lucrative, it's profitable, it is a skill, but it's really mixed with the Bible. So whatever I'm trying to say, there were um in lifetimes where we would have difficulties, and our natural nature is to rely on our ghettoisms, the community's response, the environment's response to things. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but we have human nature a lot, and it's not always godly responses. We are not necessarily trained. Coronavirus, good morning. You want me to start over, honey? I'm great. How are you? Um, I feel like because we learned habits, although we may do new things and we may show people our new attributes, I believe in private, when we have hardships, we rely or relent back to our old ways, which are most times not God's ways. So, with that said, often, or I did tell my children, always be prepared, not scared. Don't be scared, be prepared. Normally, when you're prepared for something, you're not scared to perform, even if it's self defense. Okay. Um, well, let me say this to coronavirus because they're being distracting a bit. I'm already talking, and I know I'm not NBC or MSNBC reporters like I think I am, where all you can say is good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. My name is, and tonight we have our new program, which will be discussing how healthcare affects the nation. But first, I would love to do that without reading all the messages. I want to talk, but I guess I'm not big time, so you got people that like to do this. I don't know. However, um, I feel that because we think a certain way or we respond to certain things a certain way, we might miss something. So I again told my children to be prepared, never scared. So in other words, if you prepare for something, you won't necessarily be nervous because generally nervousness means you don't feel you have all the equipment or information to perform something, even if it's a marriage. Sometimes when we just think of the word, people get nervous because if you ask them, they really don't know what marriage is. They don't care really, because if they did, they would have been researching it before they asked somebody to be a part of their lives, or if they agreed to be. You think people would ask each other, what do you think about marriage? What is it? What does it mean to you? What do you do? And you would think, first of all, you need to know what it is, not what you were told through your environment, but what it actually is. And I don't look at the camera a lot because I'm thinking, and I see my faces and I don't want to look at them. So I feel like we need to be better prepared. And the reason why I say that is because there are preachers, teachers, lawyers, again, people that do not live here where I am, that I know of. They live in other states or countries or whatever, but I've seen them, I've seen their work, and their work is magnificent. Their work means a lot to me. And it helped me prepare for something that I wasn't aware of. So, again, when you're studying and meditating the Bible, this is not just for, again, that religious thing. Nothing wrong with repetition, nothing wrong with a routine, nothing wrong with that. But the Spirit wants to really lead us beyond, again, what we were trained to do. It's good to have the foundation, but sometimes the steps on the foundation can change. Like maybe you always went through the left door and this was always the protocol. But maybe on this one day, God may say, hey, let's go on the right side and come through that rear door. And it shouldn't be well, we always did it this way. It's like God said. And there should be no kerfuffle. Again, when you prepare for something, you're not scared in a sense. You're not necessarily nervous, like fidgeting for what am I going to say? What am I going to do? What am I gonna do? No, you practice for this. So, in other words, I have been a certain way for a long time. I don't purposely do that. I just do me. I never had people trying to, necessarily control what I think or say. Not that I know of until recently, weirdos. But there was a movie that I watched that seems to be changing my life. And I want this pastor to be encouraged, whoever makes movies. Maybe you don't feel like being in the front of things. Maybe you could be behind doing those great movies. I don't know. Because just recently, a few years ago, I had a situation. And again, I don't know anything about marriage. I'm not saying I'm not, I wouldn't be a good wife or a mother or a woman. I feel I'm prepared. I feel I'm marriage material. But I'm sure there's a lot I need to know. But listening to this one movie, and it was hard the first couple times probably because it really touches on relationships and motherhood and daughterhood and fatherhood and relationships and the dynamics of this man's family sometimes with a husband's family or the fiance's family or the friend's family that may be considering something more serious may be too overly attached and involved in the situation. They may no harm, they're sincerely ignorant because the community's ghettoisms or the environment's influence tells people to be overly involved. Now, it's nothing wrong with being concerned about your relative or your mate meeting someone new or something of that nature, and you wanted to make sure this is a good person or something of that nature. It's a lot of people out here killing people, eating people. They're weird. Okay, getting people locked up, getting people shot, getting people put in the grave, putting policies on people without their knowledge. Deep breath, take people's children, take people's lives. Did I say that? So yes, you should be concerned and you should be cautious, but I think this was just an innocent ignorance that really went way too far. They really wanted to find something on this lady that was marrying this guy, but in the movie, it was literally just a beautiful love story. Again, a few years ago, I had a situation where the people got too involved in the situation. They got overly involved. It was just two people. It ended up being like a whole city. Just all the businesses were like, oh, we can't serve you. If you see this phone number, don't answer. Oh. So whatever the case, watching this movie prepared me for something. I ended up in some type of isolation. It was really crazy. It's not over, but it's over in Jesus' name. I plead the blood of Jesus. But whatever this is, it really went way too far. And I'm not the person that people need to be looking at. Need to be looking at the other person, persons. But in that solemn moment, watching this movie and watching it so many times, not because I was getting something out of it, it was more of a healing thing. I literally went into this space. This person kind of forced me over there, these people, whatever this was, this group, whatever. And I had a moment to myself and locked the door, made sure it was secure because I know other people probably had a key to it. And I prayed and I told God, this is not my authentic life. And every so often I would do that. Please remove anything in my life that is not of you, that is not of my, that I'm not supposed to be around or not supposed to be around me. Take it away. I'm learning now, Lord, put me in places where I should be. Let me reap and keep and stay in your name. Okay, lead me to these places where I belong, where people, my element, where I could swim and flow. Because this ain't my water. This ain't my fishbowl. This ain't my space. Okay, so yeah, I prayed the prayer. I said, Lord, this is not my life. This absolutely not. I am not supposed to be in poverty. I'm not supposed to be struggling. I'm not supposed to be being hit. I'm not supposed to be getting hit on. I'm not supposed to be XYZ 1, 2, 3. What's up? And so I prayed the prayer of whatever I need to pray. Bring me universe. Bring me whatever belongs to me. Bring it to me. And then I started hearing all these messages, and I knew there was cameras on me, so people could very well be playing games. But God don't play about me. Were you laughing and thinking you got something going on? She thinks she got something. Next thing you know, I'll be the president of the world. Not saying that's something great, but it's powerful. So my point is, in this movie, there was a young lady that was dating, just like any other young person that wants to get married. And maybe she meets a lot of people because they're not what she thinks, and she was kissing a lot of frogs. Not a lot, but she was dating. And this one guy is on his phone and Bluetooth, and he's cooking and dancing. Hey, what you want, babe? Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, finally, thank you. Oh, and she goes out there to respond, and he's on the phone. Oh, hey, yeah. So, and he keeps talking to the other girl. And she's like, what? And she grabs her things and she just leaves like, ugh. And she goes out and she says, God, if you just bless me with something good, I'll be ever so grateful in so many words. Apparently, I don't know what a man is, and blah, 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 blah. Take the wheel, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure you do. In so many words. So she's out. She's still praying this prayer and another thing. She's putting her lip gloss, hits a guy. And she jumps out. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she's doing his whatever, trying to, straighten him off. Are you okay? Are you okay? You're nothing broken. Oh, they're like, oh, how can I do this? I'm such a horrible human. I hit you. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? And he's looking like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, girl. And she's looking like, are you? And he's looking like, mm-hmm. And she's like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, God, you are so funny. Ooh. And so they start to date, they start to hang out, they dress up, they go on, oh God, dinners and everything, maybe trips, but no sex. They're all celibate and they're having a great time. And then she goes to meet their family. And his mother is absolutely crazy. And his auntie and his uncle and some of the cousins, I think, they were all like the FBA. MOPB. Mind the other people's business, girl. Yeah. So they were going crazy, Lord. They were really overly involved in her life, and come to find out she was adopted and all this and that and that and this. And or her family, took her in or something. And this was a religious movie, but you wouldn't think that. It was just a nice movie. And so seeing her do that little prayer at the beginning, whenever I got in a situation, that's kind of the prayer I prayed. Like, apparently, I don't know what's going on. And I know this ain't my life. So, God, yeah, you take the wheel here. Oh, and bring me my husband. Oh, and because I felt him moving some stuff. I don't know what's going on now. It's just like, sit and watch it grow. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, you. This is your season, honey. Isn't it time? Look how long these people have been playing with you. And I'm like, okay, I'm checking out because I've been through so much. I don't know what's going on. But I'm grateful because, hello, everybody. How are you? Because, oh, Jesus, my bad. God showed me signs and synchronicities that He's here. And He's not just here to handle the ghettoisms of people. In other words, being a responder to the environment negatively, or people that are setting things negatively in motion for poverty or lack or slack, but to bring you your gifts. Let them run to that door and think they're going to go through, but I'm right here. So while they're at the door trying to get through to something, it's already open to you. So you on the other side, go on over there and enjoy yourself. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I closed the door a while ago. So while they're running and rushing over to do something, it's locked. So they'll be standing there. That just came to me. Wow. So whatever door you go through is open. Just go on and enjoy the celebration. Congratulations. What? So I think this pastor should be encouraged. I know they're older, just like me, but life isn't over. And I know they're having health issues. I'm hearing. I don't know these people. And I know they probably have been a part of my crazy situation that's been going on. I'm not holding anything towards anybody because I'm about to go sit at the table and eat. The one that God prepared. Oh, Lord, he said, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. I already did, and I just know that food going to be good. In fact, I already have the fork and stuff. Oh, child, the outfit. Who was in my head already? But I want these people to be encouraged. I ain't got no ill feels to you, towards you. Ill feels towards you. I ain't got none. Um, and I don't know who's behind the door or who's stuck behind the other door. I don't know if they're gonna get in at some point. I don't know nothing. I'm just telling you what I feel. I want this pastor to be encouraged, though. If he's not doing this one thing, he is so talented. He can do so many other things to quickly recover financially if that's an issue. I mean, he does so much. And again, he could be in the background. You would never know it was him if he just pinned that mess and put a name on it. But he's good. He's masterful. And I think sometimes that's how you need to go. Just go ham behind the scenes, you know. If you write a sermon, give it to you, or a book or a movie or whatever you do. Give it to your people and let them run with it and give it to you. It was your work. But this person is masterful. They've done a lot of masterful work for as I'm concerned, as much as they get on my nerve. I don't hold any feelings. I mean, it was a bunch of people, guys. You all be amazed at who I pick up on in my spirit that's been bothering me. These are not poor people. They were paying the poor people to do the dirty work. But these are people that God blessed to be with the spotlights. See these lights in here? These people have lights on them a lot of the time, and they abused it for various reasons. It happens. We're human. I don't know if people actually understood the assignment that God gave them. As old as they are, as talented as they are, as great as people see them to be celebrated. Celebrity derives from the word celebration. Celebrate. Why are they being celebrated? Are they being good or bad? Are they good at something? Are they being evil in the background? Should you celebrate evil? But either way, these are people that have big, big, big followings and platforms out here. And they're not all young or old or middle aged. I mean, shoot, they're all stages, actually. I'm sorry. And they just have fun in the same rooms or on the phone doing stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. And someone wants to go, Bullhorn, here's the story, here's the story. And they're like, shh, don't, please, please. And I mean, it was probably a whole big investigation of all these phone numbers and messages and videos. And you're connected to this one and that one, you know. And they're like, oh my God, if this comes out. I mean, it's a bunch of people. You all seen some of it already, linked to the Diddy thing. Some of these people were linked to that. Community folks, all the way up to the folks that thinks they're on another planet because they got some money or fortune, fame, something. How we all on the same planet? And they proved that when they was acting in them ghettoism ways, Lord. Oh, Lord, they brought the ghetto out. They left that religion, child. They left that throne and came down to the dirt with pigs. And they let me have it. And I'm still hurting. My hand hurts. My back hurts. These people been whooping my AZZ. How they did it? They linked to somebody with military devices or something. So whenever I sit on anything, like now I'm sitting, normally I feel a rumble, but then it started getting a currency that would go through my feet or my body from the floor any house I was in. I don't know if they paid people downstairs or they bought the building or they were buying the units around me so that they can put people under me or around me to slam doors all day and night. There were cameras on me. So say I do sit or lay down, they could see me like it's been recently. I don't know what the camera is. They said they're the lights, but there's my light out. Then they said it was a little screw somewhere. And I'm like, I don't have time to be trying to find it. Forget them. I just put my middle fingers up and stay naked. But it got bad. It got really bad. I haven't seen my kids. I don't know if they're fine or not. But whatever they're doing, they want me to be all in my head like crazy. Oh, it's too late for that. I told y'all. I've been there already. Shoot. She should go crazy by now. She's still, baby, I'm gone. I'm gone, but God directs me. Okay? My family been through that. That child and caught me up in that child been fried. What? Oh, I mean, how can you drive somebody crazy that I've already seen and been that? You know, it's like a drug addict going, oh, we got a new customer. And it's like you've been 25 years sober, so you're looking at that sucker like, okay, I see what you're doing. Made a little blood, show a little soul. Let them be that. That's what they do. They knew. I didn't say I was a drug addict. I said it's just like people talking to me or trying to do stuff to me where I can go crazy. It's like I've been brokenhearted. I've been left before. I've been betrayed, bamboozled. I've been child. The man that was married didn't tell me. His sister had to tell me, but they hadn't really been together in 20 years. Now he over here with me. And I'm like, well, shoot, I could probably handle this fool. This man went ham. I bought some Mother's Day's outfit, first time mother. This child was due in August. I go buy this beautiful navy blue dress with a little white lining. And I got my little pearls on, some cute little shoes. And I buy him some cute little outfits because I'm working at Sears. Or I know about Sears because I worked there before. And I could see how he felt now that I'm older. Prideful, maybe hurt, embarrassed. But I gave him an outfit, beautiful suit, like the dress pants, beautiful shirt. I don't know, maybe it was pink or, yeah, it was probably peach. And, oh, you can hear anything. I said it was live, right? And so, tie, beautiful tie. I'll never forget that tie. Maybe. But I know how to do a tie too. Maybe he know how to do a tie and I showed it to him because nobody ever showed him. So they might have been messing with him because he was on that stuff. I didn't know. I was a young child. I was in my 20s. And, you know, I'd already been through a lot with the folks I grew up with. So meeting him was like a whole nother ride of crazy. And it was like, wow. So he goes out and rips the shirt, the pants or something. And then he comes back in looking like a ragamuffin. And I'm like, we're about to go to church. All right, going took all the clothes off, every strip. So I ended up going, scratching my head when I had hair. And I thought to myself, nothing. I didn't. I just thought that, yeah, he's responding as the environment has instructed him. What's going on? But I already have something deep down in my gut, and I hope these people heal before someone gets hurt if they're not already hurt in my tribe. It's not good. And all they needed was some people to give them money to fund the effery. And who would do that? People that have the money to fund the effort. Because maybe I said something online they didn't like, and then another group got together and said, you too? And somebody else said, yeah, she put something risque up there. We're going to get her. She's not going to show us her body in front of our man. Oh, Lord. So it's hard to make someone crazy that's been there already. Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, looking at that movie, it prepared me for that moment where I said the prayer of God, this is not the life that I should be living. I should not be in poverty. I absolutely know that you have something out there better for me and my children. And I want it. Universe, bring me what belongs to me. I am ready to receive. And instantly I started seeing changes. But again, someone had cameras on me, so everything I'm saying, they're like, oh, what did she say? Write it down. We gotta mess that up. Oh, she said something else. Oh, okay, we gotta purge her phone. We gotta get on her phone. Oh, that's what she's working on. Okay, we gotta go ahead of her and mess it up. Oh, that's what she plans to go. We gotta go there and destroy it. Before she gets there, we gotta tell these people that she's a criminal or something, so they won't be nice to her. Oh, she's running a car. Okay, we gotta tell them to charge her 2 times more than they do anybody else. I mean, it just didn't stop. It was like, okay, so now I gotta kill some people. Oh, okay. He gotta throw them around, get their attention. And I'm like, that's what they signed up for. I don't want no parts. So, thank you guys for joining me. I want these pastors to be encouraged. I want them to know that God is with them and that God absolutely wants them to maybe continue to be artful at whatever they do, their craft, and maybe just behind the scenes, or just continue to make a library of pieces. I mean, these are masterful pieces these people create. And even that movie, it just changed again, I had something to meditate on at that moment. Just looking at that movie, I knew to go into a prayer of, I know this ain't for me. I know you know what's for me. Take the wheel. And I did. And I sat back and I'm hearing all these wonderful things. And again, I'm seeing that there's a door. People think they're going to run up to the door and go through it for whatever reason. Maybe to tell me something or to be a part of something or to attack, not necessarily physically, but maybe, okay, we're still trying to get her. We're trying to still sue her. We're still trying to delete her pages. We're still trying to get her locked up. We got to find her in something. Okay, keep her finger on the dial, because as soon as she do it, we're going to execute. That could be death. We don't know. But whatever the case, we are grateful that God is on the case and he's standing by. And he has your doors all open. And you can walk through any of them and find a great surprise. But that door that these people are trying to run into, and they start trying to push a button and find something, and they taking pictures of my screen, I can't get a break. I was staring at my phone. I don't know if they can see me or not. I'm told they can. I don't know. I don't care. But absolutely, my phone screen gets snapshotted, like whatever I'm doing. Now, I heard somebody was trying to beat me, stealing my information, stealing my stuff, and have been for a long time. And since I put protections up, now they're snapshotting my screen to see what I'm doing. This is a new phone. I don't know how they keep getting access except someone around me does things when I'm asleep. Or they just know how to hack phones and get into stuff. That takes a lot of money, and you got to have some type of government clearance to do all that, don't you? I mean, you can be a little side hooker, hacker. I don't know. Somebody pay you for a little time. You give it your best shot. You never had a refund. I don't know. But my point is, that door is open to somebody, and somebody needs to keep making movies, books, whatever they do. They need to teach somebody or something. They need a protege. Maybe they got one, but keep going. I know you've been through a lot. I know you're tired. You're probably older, but you still got all that good information. And if it can help me, it can help somebody else. God bless you. Keep going. I guess. I don't know.